goes high there, grazes the left arm of Makasha.
Not a bad idea for Moises to throw the head kicks. You throw in the head kick.
And we're on. We're on again.
How are you, brother?
Not bad, man. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Not bad. Jordan Fielding.
How are you?
This is exciting. We were just talking out there, was saying how you went on that massive fucking tear over like 2 or 3 years where you were just belting everyone.
Yeah. That was just before COVID.
Yeah.
I think, 3 years. 3 years. Yeah, it was a hectic tear. I don't think I lost for a few years.
Was it like 8-0, 9-0?
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, but we've got some of your fights like loaded up and shit.
Oh,
ready to
yeah.
look at and stuff, just in case.
Cheers,
man. Thank you.
I need this, but for anyone watching, it's like fucking 40 degrees. It's so hot in here. So we need
Probably
this beers.
50 in the shed.
Yeah.
It's so fucking hot in here, but so fucking, you've done like, what, 3 or 4 podcasts, you were saying? Because you've had like a crazy... I only listened briefly to the Young... I watched some of the clips of the Youngbloods one. Yeah. And you've had a fucking life, eh?
I've had a crazy life, man.
Yeah.
I've had a crazy life, yeah. So, I've been doing a few podcasts recently. Just, I don't know. I felt like I've sort of... As I got older and I've passed that stage of my life and everything I've been through, owning a massive gym and having a lot of students and people...
Shout out to Strongheart, by the way. That's fucking one of Adelaide's biggest... Like, definitely probably biggest Muay Thai gym.
Yeah, thank you.
You solely do Muay Thai
100% Muay Thai, yeah. So
there's not many gyms like that anymore. A lot dabble more in MMA and that probably now because there's more money to be made, I guess.
Yeah. Our gym's 100% Muay Thai, and we're actually moving locations in July this year, so we're expanding, and we were having talks about potentially bringing in like jiu-jitsu, strength conditioning, like a whole bunch of stuff, but I've decided not to go down that path and just stick to what we're good at and just keep it real, 100% Muay Thai. So,
well, if that's your base, that's fucking...
Yeah.
And there's less to worry about once you start bringing in jiu-jitsu and strength and conditioning. Then you got more staff and more hassles and stuff.
Exactly, yeah. And I do everything by myself, so I'm so flat out as it is. So yeah, I'll just keep it Muay Thai.
Yeah, I appreciate you making the time to come here.
Nah, no problem at all. No worries at all. Happy to be here.
But so yeah, I just seen it was funny because I seen all your clips on your crazy life, and then you were where were you? I think you're in Victoria with your grandma.
Sydney, yeah.
And she seems like a weapon as well. You must come from a long line of them.
I come from a long line of fucking weapons, man. That's why, people are like, oh, you're a bit crazy. I'm like, oh, you should see my family.
Yeah. Are you Aussie or you look a bit ethnic?
So I don't know my dad. I have no idea who it is. So I actually don't know that side. But my mum is Spanish and English. I'm half Spanish, half English.
Yeah.
So
yeah, right.
Yeah, that's why I have a bit of the darker features.
No dad in the picture.
Zero.
Yeah,
don't know who it is. Yeah.
Fucking, that's all right.
It is what it is.
That's all right. Do you have kids?
I do. I have a son.
Yeah.
Yeah, son Leonardo. Shout out to Leonardo.
How old's he?
He's 3.
Got him on the pads yet?
Yeah, fucking earth.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so cute. It's so cute seeing little kids. But you get those ones that when they're like 5, they know how to hit pads. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He'll definitely be fighting.
When did you start?
I started when I was 5 years old. So my uncle was an Australian Muay Thai champion as well. And he owned a Muay Thai gym in Sydney where I grew up at Bondi Muay Thai. It was a big gym when it was open. And yeah, he introduced me to it when I was 5. He owned the gym with a Thai guy. His name is Krongsak. So I always trained with him and Krongsak until I was about 9, and then I moved to Adelaide when I was 9 with my mum, and that's when I stopped training Muay Thai. And then I moved back to Sydney when I was 15, and from there I just haven't stopped.
Oh, so you never really trained in Adelaide? So did you just basically start training Adelaide when you opened up your gym? How long's Strongheart been going?
So I started Strongheart when I was 22, and I'm 31 now.
Fuck, 9 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I started it when I was very young, which I'm really happy about because, now I'm 31, I'm pretty much set up.
If you want, man, bring your chair in and lean back, get relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need more beers.
So you start for 9. That's fucking heaps young to own a gym. Were you busy from the get? Strongheart's it's up not north. It's like
No, we're west.
West.
So we started in Woodville, just in a recreation centre. I rented out the space a couple of nights a week because the room was being shared by like yoga instructors, fitness instructors, like a whole lot of bullshit, like just different things. And after a while, the manager said to me, because you're meant to pay a fee for the room, and the manager said to me, Geordie, you're the only person paying rent for the room. Do you just want to take over the whole building? So I was like, fuck it, why not? You know what I mean? So I took over the whole building, put a ring in there, bags in there, because at first it was just carpet, and I would just take the Thai pads there. And then I sponsored my trainer from Thailand, so I got him over on a visa, and it just blew up.
He's still with you, yeah?
No, he's not with us anymore.
You have another Thai bloke that trains there?
Yeah, we have another one now, Sakmon Cole.
There's not many gyms that have actual Thais training as well, so that's a massive draw card for you.
We're the only gym.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I was gonna say, because Alan Wong's not. Is he Thai? He's not Thai, is he?
No, he's not. He's not Thai. He's
I don't want to fuck it up.
Chinese, I think. I think
he's
Wong
Chinese.
is
Yeah.
Chinese.
I don't want to fuck it up. Have you been to Thailand and fought there and shit?
Yes, yeah, I fought 5 times in Thailand. So yeah, I fought in Bangkok twice, on Max Muay Thai and Super Muay Thai, which are like 3 by 3 minute round shows live on TV on Sundays. And then I fought just in local stadiums in Phuket a few times as well. So,
it'd be a different animal over there, though, eh?
yeah, when you fight, it depends. Like if you fight a good Thai, it's a different animal. If you get an easy fight, it's
Like a taxi driver.
like a taxi driver. It's this. Yeah, I never did that. I always had hard fights. So
yeah, it would be crazy, and then you finish, and then you just party.
fuck yeah. I fought in do you know Pattaya?
Yeah. Pattaya is like the red light district, yeah?
Yeah, it's a fucking red light district of like Southeast Asia. I fought on. Have you been there?
No, but I've seen, like, one of my bosses when I was a kid used to go on, and he was a dirty old cunt.
Yeah.
He used to go on and on. And he's like, Pattaya. He used to love it. But I think that obviously that's like, yeah, it's the red light district. That's where all of the, like, working girls are. And,
Yeah.
like, it's crazy, apparently. A lot of mafia-owned businesses and that.
Yeah, it's gangster. It's fucking. You have to go. Like it's fucking crazy. So I fought on Max Muay Thai, which it's in Pattaya, and the fight was on Sunday, and my ticket was to go home on Monday. I went out partying after my fight, and I got stuck there for a week. Like, I woke up one day, I was like, fuck, I've been here for a week. Like, I got sucked into it, man.
Oh, that happened with me on the Greek islands. I just fucking ended up on this island called Eos, and it's just a party island. It's probably the size of, like, Morphett Vale, like a normal suburb, but it's a little island in the middle of Greece, and there's just nightclubs on it. There's nothing else. And I fucking was supposed to be there for like 3 or 4 days. I ended up being there for like almost 2.5 weeks. Just got sucked into it.
That's the best.
Yeah, it's good.
Man, some of the best things in life are not planned, you know. You just roll with it. If it feels good, just go, man.
So when did you have your first fight? When you were like 16, 17?
I was 17, nearly 8. I was 17 or 18. I can't even remember now. I think I was nearly 18.
And you've had how many now?
29
That's fucking good.
fights, yeah.
What's your record?
I think it was 19 wins, 10 losses. 19 wins, 9 losses, 1 draw.
Yeah.
And I only had 4 knockouts.
Only 4?
Only 4 knockouts, yeah. I'm more of a points technical fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people are just fucking blessed with that power, though. It's like, it's
Yeah.
almost the luck of the draw.
Yeah. My knockouts are mostly from elbows.
Elbows, yeah. We were
cut.
talking before about that horrific cut you fucking put on that bloke. I don't know his name. I don't remember who it was.
Yeah.
But it was fucking gross.
Yeah.
It was horrendous.
Yeah. Yeah, elbows, kicks and elbows are my best weapons for fighting. I love big kicks from long distance, and then when they come close, I like to elbow.
What weight is it you fight at?
my career, most of my fights were at welterweight, which is 66.6 kilos. When I first started, I was 61 kilos, and then recently I fought at 69, 70 kilos.
Yeah, because I was doing a podcast with Matthew Stevens.
Yes.
And you and him, you're not that much smaller than him.
No,
But he fights at a pretty high weight. But when he was here, I think he just fought the week before, so he was still very fucking lean. So I don't know what he blows up to. But just in stature, you and him are kind of similar size. That would be such a fucking good fight.
Yeah, it would be a good fight.
That would be such a good fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I stood next to him before. I think we're about the same size.
I think he might be a touch taller, but you look a bit stockier.
Yeah.
Bit thicker.
Yeah. But I actually had my last fight in December, so I retired from fighting. I'm done. I'm done from fighting.
How old?
I'm 31.
That's a good age.
Yeah.
If you're going to get out, that's a good age, because then what's another 3 years of damage?
Yeah. And I'm content with my career. You know, I started when I was really young. I had a wicked career. I fought overseas, big fights in Australia. I won 5 titles. You know, I opened a gym, which is massive. It's really successful now. I have like 20 of my own fighters, so I'm training myself. Plus being a dad, it's
a lot.
It's a lot. The last
Fitting
year,
in a training camp would be fucking horrific.
Yeah. Like my last fight in December, I fought on Rebellion, and it was only like 2 or 3 weeks before my best student Nick Keros. He fought for the WBC Australian title. So I spent the whole time training him for his fight, and then not even thinking about my fight. Once his fight was done, I was like, all right, it's time to prep myself. And like when I was when I was peaking, I was training 6-7 weeks hard. You know what I mean? But now I don't have the time to do it. So
not with a 3-year-old running around.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm done with fighting. I love it. Like I love it.
Did you
so
announce
much.
your retirement?
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah. I'm retired. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so it was a good run, but
is it a nice feeling knowing you can have that, like, one extra beer, or, like, you don't have to...
Man, I was drinking beers anyway,
You
man.
were?
Yeah.
But did you live, like, pretty healthy, like, food-wise and all that? You were pretty strict?
Yeah.
Or did you used to kind of just worry about that when you had the fight lined up?
No, I'm healthy all year round anyway. Like, even now that I'm not fighting, like, nothing in my life has changed. I'm still training every day. I eat well, you know what I mean? It's just, that's my lifestyle. I'm just healthy. But it's just without the fights. So yeah, and more time to focus on my life, you know, like for 15 years when I was fighting, I didn't give a fuck about anything but fighting, you know, like girls. I sacrificed a lot of things, you know, girls, parties, going places, doing things, because fighting was my only...
Now you can have a fucking proper midlife crisis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you can enjoy it.
Yeah. It's my time now. It's,
Yeah.
you know, I want to buy a house, and we're starting a couple of new business ventures and things like that. Just, yeah. So
All to do with the gym?
to do with the gym, yeah. And we're starting... one new thing we're doing this year is we're starting our own fight promotion.
Muay Thai?
Muay Thai.
That's fucking good.
Yeah, so actually
Adelaide.
this is the first time I've announced this.
There
So
you
if
go.
you're watching this podcast, you know.
Adelaide needs more Muay Thai promotions. I don't want to talk shit about knees, but I feel like their promotion has got... I feel like the production value's gone down a lot in that promotion.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Yeah,
I don't know the background works of or what Ethan does. Like, I don't know the logistics of it, so there might be good reason for it. But when it was at Etsa Park, like, and even like 8 years ago, they were doing shows at the Thebby Theatre and stuff.
Yeah.
It felt like a bigger event to me.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I love Knees of Fury, and
They are the best in the game, by the way. Like, probably in Adelaide at the moment.
Yeah.
I'd say. I don't know. I don't really go to any other fight shows, but
It's hard to say because, man, to be honest, all the shows pretty much, say you have 3 shows, right? But it's all the same fighters on the 3 shows.
yeah. So it just
what I mean?
comes down to the venue and the production more than anything.
Pretty much. The reason we're doing it is because, one, I'm not fighting anymore and my brain can't stop. So
You need something.
I need something to do, like, so, and I always said I'll do fight promotions. And our gym, Strongheart, we have so many pro fighters, like high level fighters, that the fights we want to get for them, instead of me having to call the promoter and be like, hey,
You can just fucking match them.
I want Nick to fight this guy. Can we get this fight in? Like, can you bring an opponent for Sakman Cole? The promoters don't want to fork out the money and bring, people in. So me and the team, we got together and we're like, fuck it. We just do it ourselves.
Do you have a name or can you say it?
We have a couple of ideas we haven't chosen. There's one that stands out, but I won't say it yet. But it's looking like we'll be doing it in October.
That's fucking dope, man.
Yeah.
That's good. That's gonna be stressful as fuck organising the first one.
It'll be alright. We love it. It's myself and 2 other people. So
You've been in the game long enough to kind of know how the background works anyway.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, but I think Miles is thinking of doing a fight show as well. M16 Productions.
Yes, yeah.
Which is going to be sick because Adelaide needs more MMA shows as well.
Yeah.
Do you get into MMA?
I like watching it.
You do?
But I don't train it. But I don't mind if there's like a big fight, like a big UFC fight. I'll tune in and I'll watch it.
You never enticed you to jump in?
I crossed my mind a couple of times, but I was so deep into Muay Thai and I got so far into it that it made more sense to stay on that path.
Do you like what 1FC's doing with the Muay Thai in a cage in the 4 ounce and shit?
I prefer the ring.
You do?
I prefer the ring only because it changes the game. Like
You can use the cage as a weapon almost.
yeah, well, you can use the ring as a weapon as well.
That's the thing, different thing, because there you can lean out.
You can lean out. Yeah, like when I fight, I'm a counter fighter, so I like to go back.
As much room as possible is better for
let
you.
them come, yeah. And then when I'm on the ropes, or say if I'm on the cage, like I can't spring back. You know what I mean? If I'm on the ropes and the opponent kicks or something, like I literally push myself back into the ropes. You know what I mean? Like they miss and then you like spring back. You can hit.
I
them.
do enjoy the 4 ounce glove Muay Thai though.
Yeah.
I love it. It probably wouldn't benefit you because you're not a power striker, but fuck, it's fun. It's so fun.
Yeah, just seeing people get fucked up.
Did you see the Chartry, the owner? I think he just announced we brought it up before, the $1 million tournament.
Yeah, I saw. I didn't really look into it, but what is it? It's
what happened? Sorry about it being so fucking hot.
no worries, man.
It's alright.
No fucking man. I literally live in a gym. I'm like,
Bang bang, we're back.
yeah, we're back.
So yeah, one of those announced. That's what I was saying, but he fucked it up because it's open weight, which is, I think, stupid.
Yeah.
Like, are they going to put Alistair Overeem in there with, like, fucking, like, Mighty Mouse or, like the equivalent, like, Rod Tang? That's crazy.
Would definitely watch it, though.
You'd go back to fighting if you got a cold?
Yeah.
It's like Mortal Kombat shit.
Yeah, it's like Mortal Kombat.
It is. It's like Mortal Kombat shit. $1 million for a Muay Thai tournament, though.
Yeah.
And I hope a Thai wins it. But they won't. I don't know, because of the weight different. Like, obviously Thai blokes aren't fucking. They're not built like that. So if like a Rico Verhoeven decides, I'm just gonna fucking enter this, even though he's not a Muay Thai fighter.
Have they decided the draw? They haven't.
No, I don't think so. But they have to make it fair. Like, they can't put heavyweights in, surely.
Fuck, I hope they do.
I hope they do too.
Fuck
a little bit.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna do open weight, you gotta fucking just do it properly. You know what I mean? Commit to it.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm so excited for that. I am excited for that. That's probably the biggest thing that's happened to Muay Thai in ages. It doesn't make sense why Muay Thai is not as popular. Like, it's what everyone likes. It is. But in the UFC, like, no one. Well, the biggest complaint people have is the wrestling.
Yeah.
And the jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Muay Thai is just the funnest part.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think because it came from an Asian country, and I don't know, it just didn't become big in the West until recently, you know.
Depending on if you watch a fight, like, there might be a lot of clinching and people don't understand the clinching. That's the only thing I could say. Was your fight style wasn't very clinch heavy, was it?
Usually not, but
as a counter striker.
Yeah, but sometimes there was times where if I knew my opponent couldn't clinch, I would just lock on and just knee.
That is 100% the fucking worst part about Muay Thai, the clinching. People don't understand how grueling that is.
It's hard, yeah.
It's so grueling.
Yeah, it is.
Especially if the bloke's a bit bigger or taller and he's just putting his whole body weight on you.
Yeah.
So one of my good mates, I was the best man at his wedding. Shout out to Josh Braithwaite. He used to fight, and
I remember watching him fight. Yeah.
just fucking training with him, like, because he's so much bigger and he's chunked up a bit. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
And he'd just lean on you and he'd just rip these, like those little knees that you see that don't look like they hurt, like those little like rabid knees that you throw in a clinch. They don't look like they hurt, but they fucking came. Or if no one's copped a leg kick before.
Yeah.
That's by far probably one of the worst things to experience.
Leg kick, yeah.
Getting your leg chopped out.
Yeah. Yeah, getting elbowed actually surprisingly doesn't hurt.
It'd be just the shock factor of seeing the blood.
Yeah.
More than anything.
Yeah, it's like it just feels like a little nick, and then all of us, like, you just feel like hot liquid, like hot water running down. But yeah, no.
Leg guards, I don't know. Do you use in Muay Thai? You don't see as many calf kicks as you do in the UFC.
Nah, it's because the start. I've had this conversation a lot recently because
have?
some of the young boys at my gym, they're like, "Can we do calf kicks?" Like, they try to do calf kicks, and I'm like,
You can't really train them because you're gonna fucking hurt each other.
Yeah,
for one.
yeah. For one, you're gonna hurt each other, and two, the Thai boxing stance it's different to an MMA stance because
It's a bit like you're more narrow.
you're more narrow and your legs are a bit straighter. You're always ready to block kicks. Whereas MMA, the legs are bent more because
You're ready to
the
sprawl.
takedown
Yeah.
sprawl, right? So when your legs bent, it's hard to check. So that's why it's easier to kick the calf in MMA.
How would you check a calf kick? Just turn your leg outside so it's shin on shin?
Yeah, just
which is
regular
also
check.
fucking horrendous.
Yeah. It's a brutal sport. It's fucking...
Shin on shin. There's like... Fucking shin on shin has to probably be one of the worst feelings ever. It depends how conditioned your calves are.
Yeah.
I haven't really sparred or anything Muay Thai in maybe like a year or two. So if I throw one kick and it gets checked, I'm fucking done.
Yeah.
It's crazy how quickly you lose that conditioning.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like you have to really try and like the more experienced people, like they'll make sure that the kick is going to land before they kick, you know, like so you set it up properly, like however you do it, like maybe like just double jab or something, and when they guard, like that second they guard, the kick's already there, you know what I mean? You have to try and land it clean. But yeah, when you do kick the shin, it's not nice.
When you grew up, when Muay Thai was still pretty, I imagine it's a lot you spar smarter now at your gym. No one's hopefully getting knocked out during sparring and shit like that, but when you were growing up, I imagine you would have just been fucking fighting.
Not the way that I was trained, because my uncle owned the gym with a Thai guy, and the Thais are like...
They play a lot.
They're like technical, relax, like... and then after that, my uncle's student opened a gym. I trained with him, and it was the same. And yeah, at my gym, Strongheart, we don't spar too hard. Like
that's
either.
good.
Yeah, I don't believe in it. Yeah, fuck it. Sometimes I'll like let some of the new guys spar hard.
Yeah.
Just to check their heart, to see if they're tough. But someone like, you know, myself or Nick or any of the experienced fighters, like I know that they're tough. They've already been in the ring and had the wars. Like, I don't need to keep putting them through that in the gym for no reason, you know?
Have you had a knockout loss before?
I've never been knocked out, like, from my chin. I've never had lights off, but I've been TKO'd from knees and stuff in the body.
That's almost worse.
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
Have you ever been, like, punched so hard in the stomach that you can't breathe?
Yeah, I've been winded before.
Oh, it's fucking... Like a nice liver shot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been knocked out clean, so I wouldn't know how. I imagine that's just more like going to sleep and waking up. It would suck more after.
Yeah.
But that body shot's so fucking upsetting.
Yeah. We I love hitting in the body, because it doesn't matter how tough you are. If you hit it in the right spot, like you said, it's
you can't condition for a liver shot.
Yeah.
So when we were talking before about like the podcast you've been on and that, you're probably sick of telling your story, but you had like a crazy life when you were younger.
Yeah.
Like I don't actually know because I only just seen brief clips of it, but I've heard from the podcast that it's pretty fucking wild.
Yeah. So the guy who does the podcast, Youngbloods.
Yeah, shout out to Youngbloods.
Shout out to Youngbloods podcast. Callum, I was calling him Cameron.
Oh no!
And then he's like, "Dickhead, my name's Callum." I was like, "Fuck, I'm so sorry, man." It happens all.
Were you calling that on the podcast?
No.
Okay.
It happens all the time. Like someone will come into the gym because there's so many people in my gym.
Yeah, you
and
fucking mix and match names.
I'm not good with names, so like, say you come into the gym, right? And I was like, "Oh, Steve," and you're like, "My name's not Steve."
I'd let you call me
From
Steve.
then, you would be Steve.
I'd just let you call me Steve. I wouldn't correct you.
Yeah. Sorry, to go back to what you asked me. Are you asking about?
Yeah, so what was the go with your childhood?
So I share. I don't mind sharing now because it inspires people, helps people. Like I never like share it for like, oh, like I'm sorry. I hope you're alright or anything like that. It's purely just to help people because I've done well. But my childhood, I grew up with a single mum.
In New South Wales.
New South Wales and then Adelaide.
Yeah.
I was exposed to a lot of criminal activities. Like I was growing hydros, and when I was really young, that's why we moved to Adelaide.
You were growing hydros at what age?
When I was in primary school.
So you would have thought you were just putting together some fucking
Yeah.
Like
My
toys.
It was a very how do I explain it? It's very just different lifestyle,
Yeah.
And that lifestyle brings drugs and other criminal activities that I was around just on a daily basis. So I was exposed to a lot of things that probably a lot of other children didn't see. And then that's why when I was 15, my uncle took me to Sydney away from my mum to get me out of Adelaide because he saw that I was going in that path of being a criminal and that he said that I would end up in jail. So he basically saved me. He took me to Sydney, and who owns the gym, and he said, you're going to be in the gym every day and turn your life around, and you're going to be a fighter. So
No shit.
yeah.
What a fucking comeback story.
Yeah.
Is he still alive, your uncle?
He's still alive. Is
he like more, you've obviously like a father figure to you more than anything?
We have a funny... he's an uncle.
He is.
He's
the
uncle.
uncle.
He's the uncle,
He's
yeah.
your uncle, which is just as good.
It's just as good. He's a legend. That moment where he took me from Adelaide to Sydney was the biggest life-changing moment of my life.
Yeah, 100%.
Because if I stayed here, I would have 100%. I would have ended up as a bikie or
What
or in jail.
suburb did you move to when you came to Adelaide?
I lived in Henley Beach.
No shit. A
I'm
lot
still
of
there.
ratbag cunts up that way.
Not really.
Not anymore. But
Yeah.
like it's more up north or south. Everyone reckons the south's a shithole. I love the south.
Yeah.
Personally.
I never come here.
Really?
Yeah, no.
It's fucking beautiful down. If you go towards the Esplanade and shit, like 10 minutes down the road, it's fucking amazing down here. A lot of crackheads, but there's crackheads everywhere.
There is, man. There's fucking there is crackheads everywhere. Shout out to all the crackheads.
Do you still have contact with your mother?
No, we don't have contact
At all?
No.
Since you were that young?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
No shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was more like I have no hate towards her, like I think in life
Raising a kid by yourself when you're not in the right headspace as it is,
yeah,
like that would have to be hard on her as well, but
100%.
you know what it is, at least you fucking made it out.
That's right, and that's why I share my story, like, because I was very hesitant when I was talking to Callum about sharing my story, but then he's like, dude, look at your life, like, you're a champion, you own a successful business, you've done so well, and you come from like this fucked up place. He's like, you need to share this.
If it helps 1 out of 10 kids that listen to it, that's good enough job.
It's good enough job. So yeah, that's why I'm happy to share the story. So yeah, if anyone wants to know more about that side, watch
watch the episode with Youngbloods, but with Jordan Fielding. He's got a fucking big podcast. I got to message him one day. I want to try and get him on here. It's a very different type of podcast.
Yeah, you should. He's a
very different podcast.
He's a good guy. I'm sure he'd be happy to, for
You're
sure.
saying his is like nice and professional. It's in the studio. Mine's in like a shed in Morphettvale.
Yeah, Morphettvale. Yeah, the boys.
But you don't come down here?
Nah, I live in Henley, and my gym's in Hindmarsh, so I'm always around the west.
That's square.
Yeah, I'm always Henley, Grange, West Beach, Hindmarsh, and then every weekend I'm pretty much interstate.
No shit.
Yeah.
Traveling with your fighters and stuff.
Traveling with fighters. So over the next 6 weeks, 5 of the weekends I'm interstate for fights.
That's fucking great. Can you claim all those on tax? Is that...
The promoters pay for my flights.
That's fucking nice.
Yes. Yeah.
That's nice.
But when we have our juniors fighting, so next week I've got 2 of my juniors fighting in the Gold Coast. We cover that. That's because they're juniors, like we have to pay our own way. So with the juniors we pay our way, but for the adults we're always covered.
Do you just take a day to like relax after in your location wherever you're going? Because they're juniors, obviously you want them back straight away.
It depends. Like, because I travel so much, it's just normal for me. Like,
for you.
Yeah, it's normal. Like, I'll train the fighters from Monday to Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday I'll be interstate, and then bang, I'll be back in the gym Monday to Friday, and then interstate again. Like this weekend I'll be in Adelaide, and it'll be next week I'm in Gold Coast. The week after I'm in Canberra. The week after I'm in Adelaide, and the week after I'm in Melbourne, then Sydney, then Melbourne.
Oh, you fucked that. That sounds horrible.
Yeah, fuck. I love it though. Like I'm living my dream. You know, like it's what I dreamt of from when I was a young kid.
Do you have frequent flyer points or anything?
You know, it's fucking hilarious. It's funny you brought that up because last night I was talking to my friend, and she asked me. She's like, "Do you have frequent flyer points?" I was like, do I look that organized to you?
You don't?
No.
Why not?
Dude, I would have... I've got it now. Now I've got it.
You'd get free flight overseas every year with the amount you fly.
Dude, every year. I've just registered for it now. So it'll be interesting because I'll collect it all year and then I'll see what I can do after.
You 100% would at least be able to go to Thailand.
Yeah, I know. I'm not that organized.
Did you spend a lot? So you fought in Thailand, would you say 5 or 6 times?
Yeah.
Did you spend a lot of time there training though, in general?
Yeah, so usually before a fight, I'll train there at 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
2 to 3 weeks just to get... Because I'll train here before I go. And then 2 to 3 weeks just to get used to the climate. Yeah, acclimatize. It takes a week just to get used to the weather and the breathing.
The humidity and shit.
It's fucking hectic. So
did you train at one of the big gyms over there, or?
I've been a couple different gyms.
Because Tiger's fucking huge now.
Tiger's massive,
Tiger's massive.
I've never been there myself,
and
but...
what is it? ATA?
AKA?
Yeah. Yeah, they're big now, but I think they're kind of more MMA focused almost now.
Yeah, AKA.
And MMA, like Muay Thai for MMA, could be a totally different sport.
Muay Thai for MMA.
Like, do you know what I mean? When MMA, when a MMA gym is training Muay Thai for MMA specifically.
Yeah, it's different to Muay Thai.
Because the range is different.
Yeah.
Like the stance is different.
Exactly.
Everything's different.
Exactly.
So you probably wouldn't, like, you'd probably want to go to like a strict, like those bigger gyms might not, they're obviously still amazing. But.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends what you want to do. Like, there's gyms that cater to everything now, you know. The Thailand's fucking amazing. Like, if you want to take fighting seriously, you don't have to go there, but it's an amazing place to go. It's got so many health food places, like amazing gyms. Massages are cheap. The weather's amazing.
I was saying that because Antonio Caruso just moved over there briefly.
Oh, is he living there now?
He was. I know he's back at the moment, but I'm not sure if he's just back on holiday or he's back.
Right.
But he was. I think he was teaching at Tiger, or he was a teacher somewhere.
Okay.
And I was saying you could go to Thailand and you could live like a fucking you could have Conor McGregor's fucking regiment on a trading's fucking budget. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you could live like even if you're not a professional athlete at the time, you can live and train like a professional athlete for an eighth of the cost.
100%.
Because you got your ice baths, your saunas, which are dirt cheap. You got your food. You
Yeah.
can have someone cook for you.
Yeah.
It's like you can be heaps regimented, or you could go part like it's hard because there's probably a lot more distractions there. Like
Where's that?
in
Potato?
Thailand, or just Thailand in
Thailand
general.
in general, yeah.
Like there's probably just heaps more fucking distractions. Like you
Yeah.
walk past beers are 30 cents. And there's lady boys everywhere.
yeah. There's distractions everywhere, but you have to, if you really want to be
As a fighter,
good,
you have to have that
be able to
tunnel
control
vision.
yourself.
Yeah.
There's no excuses, like no matter where you are. But and also if you're decent and you find a gym you like, and you show that you're dedicated and you're willing to stay there long term, they sponsor a lot of people too, so you can train for free. But
And live at their accommodation kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they cook for you and everything.
Yeah, so there's lots of ways to do it.
How do you feel about cross training as a gym owner?
Cross training,
Like-
as in,
Like going to different gyms to train with them, or like do you think once you're at a gym you stick to that gym solely?
my opinion is I don't mind if my students, I'm open to sparring with other gyms and things like that. However, in saying that, we've set up such a good gym and we have such a good team that we don't really need to.
Yeah.
We got like world champion Thai, you can spar with every day, and like a lot of pro fighters. Other gyms, they might only have one fighter or something. Then they have to go somewhere else.
You do
But
have a lot of fucking fighters.
we have a fucking lot of
You
fighters.
said 20 plus.
20 plus, and we got
How many students would you have? Like a few hundred? Easy.
not a few hundred, but it's well over 100. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So
For strictly Muay Thai, that's fucking
100%,
excellent.
100% Muay Thai. If you live in Adelaide and you love like pure Muay Thai, it's definitely.
What's the
awesome.
address for it?
It's 1A George Street, Hindmarsh, just off Port Road.
No worries. Mention the Sesh with Sav podcast and you get a week free.
Yeah, the boys. Yeah, 100. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, do it. No worries.
Done. Oh, cheers.
Cheers,
But
man.
nah,
And these are actually saving my life right now. I'll probably drink 10 of these by the time we're done.
That's all right. You sweat them out. I used to know of, I think that used to be a trainer there. Beckham. Did
Beckham, yes.
What's
Yeah.
he doing now?
Fuck.
He's a terrifying motherfucker.
Yeah, Beckham. Fuck, he was.
Is that Chow Kaizen or something?
I think he's back there. Beckham was like one of those guys. Shout out to Beckham if he's watching. I'm gonna say it. Wasted talent.
He's a loopy motherfucker,
Yeah,
man.
he's so much potential. Like amazing fighter, such a good guy as well. But he only had a few fights. He had a couple fights for us. For his experience of like a 1 to 2 fight fighter, he's like way better than that.
He's fucking 27-0 in the streets, I tell you that. I seen that cunt one day. I knew I think I was 18 or 19, so he would have been like 20 or he would have been in his like young 20s or mid 20s. He wouldn't even remember. He was terrifying. Because he had tattoos when no tattoos weren't fucking like you had to be a hard cunt to have tattoos, and he'd go out, and I seen him absolutely defile these fucking 4 cunts one night at the Vic, just up the road here. I think it was at the Vic or it was in town.
Yeah,
He is a savage.
yeah, he hasn't changed.
He hasn't. Oh, mate. He's a maniac.
Yeah.
He's a great dude, though.
He's
so lovely.
He's such a legend. He's
So lovely.
He's such a good guy.
Gotta get him on the
Shout
pod.
out. Yeah, get him on the podcast for sure. Shout out to Beckham.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, because he was training at Strongheart, and then I think he went to Chow Kaizen just do a bit of coaching or something.
Yeah. He's training at Strongheart. Can't remember if he had 1 or 2 fights. He had 1 or 2 fights.
I was there for
us.
one of them.
Yeah.
I seen one of his fights.
Yeah.
So there was definitely one.
Yeah.
But Chow Kaizen's got a pretty cool setup. I've never been there. Apparently it's small, but they got the cage and everything there too.
Yeah. I like what's his name? Swazday.
Is that the
Swazday, the coach. Yeah,
coach?
he seems like a good guy. But yeah, I've never been to the gym either. But
They're not purely Muay Thai either, though. That's an MMA gym. Yeah.
they're MMA. Yeah.
There's the only other pure MMA Muay Thai gym I can think of is Flinders
I'd say Pinkies.
and Pinkies.
Yeah, I'd say it's us and Pinkies.
Pinkies cornered every single fighter in Australia.
Yeah. You should have got him on the podcast.
He has. Every time you go to knees, he's cornering like fucking 19 different fighters. He's a fucking strange bloke too. He'd be great to talk to.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Jeez. So all the Muay Thai community is pretty small in Adelaide, so you all kind of get along. There's no real...
Yeah, it is small actually. It is, yeah, especially compared to Sydney and other states. Yeah, it's definitely getting better. It's definitely getting better.
You just need one good... We need a show. Like, we need another show.
October.
Like, yeah,
it's
we
coming.
do.
We're bringing the WBC as well. So our show will be sanctioned by WBC, which hasn't been done in South Australia before. So WBC at the moment it's the top sanctioning body in the world.
Is it going to be live streamed?
We'll live stream. Yeah, we're gonna do something cool. So,
Carly Gangel started her promotion. Apparently, that's pretty cool to go to. I haven't been to one yet.
we've been to I think all of them. Yeah.
She's doing well.
Good show.
She's a fucking sweetheart. She's so funny. I'd never talked to her in person before. Mm-hmm. And you look at her and she's like so lovely. And then when I met her, she's like, "Hey, you going?" I was like, "Oh my god," it took me back. It's like she's so ochre.
She talks like that. I know.
She's funny though. She's a good chick. Shout out to Carly, but yeah, she's funny.
Yes.
So no more fighting. So your next chapter's just like promoting.
Next chapter for me is promoting fights.
So you didn't have time for any hobbies, like you never got into fucking cooking or cars or just...
Nah, man. I was full on savage for like 15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're kind of finding little hobbies now that you're not fighting?
Man, my hobby's still Muay Thai. I still wake up and train every day. I tried to do some weights and... I do weights once a week now, just for something different, but... I don't know, like, once you fight, there's so much honor in fighting,
It'd be hard to get that rush back as well.
Yeah, like...
And just when you win and you feel like...
Yeah, like, playing footy, I'm like, oh, cool, you kick the ball through 2 sticks, like... Or, like, CrossFit's like, oh, well done, you did 10,000 star jumps, like... I don't know, there's just...
But did you kill someone?
Yeah, I don't know, there's no honor in it. Fighting is... Martial arts is, for me, it's the best.
It'd be a good time for you to try and dabble in other fucking fights, mate. Like not other fights and other combat sports.
Fuck.
Like, have you ever solely trained boxing?
I actually did. I trained for a boxing fight. But halfway through the prep, I was like, fuck this, I want to use my legs. So I signed up for a Thai fight.
That would be so hard. It'd be so hard for you to just look at their lead leg and why is it there? Like, why is your lead leg there?
Yeah.
Boxing's a whole fucking different game, though. It's crazy.
Yeah. I appreciate and I respect all martial arts, you know? Like, I love Muay Thai. That's what I do and love. But, I respect it all. Like, boxing,
I got into
karate,
I got into a massive debate with someone the other day because we were talking Muay Thai versus boxing in a street fight.
Yeah.
It's fucking really hard to pick.
What's that?
Obviously, I don't know, because the more I think about it, because I've trained with pure boxers as well, and their ability to fucking just crack you so quickly and then get out the way because of their footwork is insane. But then a Muay Thai fighter, how would they handle getting? How would the boxer handle getting kicked in the calf or the thigh?
Leg. Yeah. On the street or in the ring?
In straight up street fight.
Weapons, man, weapons.
Just get a knife.
Man, no, there's no rules on the street, man. That's why I don't do street fights. Yeah. I remember things when I was young, it just scared the shit out of me. Like, belts, knives,
Or then even if you get...
don't worry about punching and calf kicks.
Even if you get into, like, say, you're in, like, a MMA fight, like a cage fight.
Yeah.
But you're only allowed to use boxing and you're only allowed to use Muay Thai.
Oh, yeah.
The Muay Thai fighters probably... I don't know. See, it's hard because the hands of a fucking good boxer people don't understand how good they are.
Yeah, no, they're fucking... It's
when you're only focusing on 2 things for 12 years.
Yeah, 100%. It's hey, a fight's a fight, you know. It's anyone can win, anyone can lose, but I would say the Muay Thai fighter
just because of that
be
lead
the favorite
leg.
For sure, and they can clinch them. You know, if they punch, you can grab their arms and clinch on or elbow them, but the puncher could knock them out as well.
That's the thing.
You know, we should do. That's it. We should do a freak show Fucking right.
got the
You can only
promotion.
punch, you can only kick.
Yeah, I don't know who would win that. Because I reckon
yeah.
it would probably be easier to train for checking kicks than blocking punches, I imagine. It is. It's just the conditioning, because you can check a kick, it still fucking hurts.
Yeah.
It still
Even
hurts.
checking it hurts.
Like, checking hurts.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel nice. It just feels worse for the person kicking you. There's that fucking Donald. You know Donald Cerrone?
Yes.
Apparently they're geeing up a fight with him and that Jake Paul.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah.
Fuck.
Like MMA fight too.
Oh, MMA. All right. Oh,
fight.
that's more interesting. Yeah, I was gonna say if it was boxing, Donald's getting knocked out. for
Cerrone's
sure.
on the juice at the moment too.
Is he?
He's massive.
Hey,
He's-
you know what? So he should be.
He's fucking huge. He's got hair again. He looks like 14 years younger. It's insane. Same as Overeem. Overeem looks like he's 19 again.
Fucking hell. Is that on that? What's that promotion called? Is
PFL.
it PFL? So Cerrone's signed with PFL. They're fighting on PFL.
So Jake, it's not confirmed because they're trying to get Jake Paul to fight Nate Diaz.
right.
But
right.
a 2-fight contract. So first fight MMA, first fight boxing, second fight MMA.
That would be cool.
But I think they signed up Jake Paul to PFL for like a 4-year contract.
Right.
So he'll fight this year.
Mad.
I'm all for the freak shows. I love those kind of fights.
Yeah. People hate on it, but man, if
People just don't like people making money.
it draws a crowd and there is a market for it, fuck it. Who
Can
cares?
you viably be a professional Muay Thai fighter in Australia, money-wise?
Nah.
You have to do some sort of something on the side, some sort of like coaching, or
Well,
you
yeah.
have to have a hustle.
You have to have a hustle. Like my money, I always got my money from the gym. You know, from owning the gym. When I fought, like, I would only get $2,500. You know, and like, that's for 5-3's professional fight.
$2,500 for a,
Professional fight.
and is that including sponsors and all that shit?
Nah, fighters can. No, that's just what I got
That's
to
your
fight.
And there was no win bonus or anything like
Nah,
that.
win lose doesn't matter. You can get sponsors. Like, it's up to the fighter to get the sponsors. And you obviously can get more money like that. I never did. I just couldn't be bothered. I'm like,
But on a good day, say you did, you would have made an extra maybe $1,000. So say best case scenario, maybe 3,500. Is that in your peak of your career, or just that
no,
was
recently?
Recently,
Yeah.
That's not enough.
No, it's not enough. It's not enough to live.
It's not enough to live.
It's
yeah.
not enough to live. Yeah. So if you want to just fight and not work and that's it, go to Thailand. If you want to do it in Australia, you have to have a side hustle. You have to. Yeah,
Fucking crazy, because I know MMA fighters, they get, like, if you're pretty well known and you're on like a local circuit here, you make decent money. I don't know if they give like win bonuses and shit, but like at the top level, you'll be earning like 7.5.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But
7.
even then, like that's
not enough.
That's way better
But it's
than
still,
Muay Thai.
but for the issue is
But
that's
how long can you live
that's
off
for
that
that night. Your camp's got to take a little bit.
Yeah.
You have to pay your camp.
Yeah.
And then you got to fund your training. So, and then you got to pay tax. Or I don't know how that works, but
Yeah.
you should. But probably, I imagine you'd have to pay tax technically, depending what
Don't ask me about tax.
depending what promotion you go to.
Yeah.
Matthew
yeah.
Stevens was here the other day, and well, not the other day when he came on, and he just went to a show in, I think it was Victoria or Sydney. Did an 8-man.
Yeah. I saw he won that. Yeah.
And it was like 25 grand or 20
yeah,
grand.
Yeah, 20 grand.
It was something.
That's good.
It was something like that.
Yeah.
It was a big chunk of fucking money.
Yeah.
And he was like, I was expecting a check. They fucking gave me the cash.
Perfect.
Like,
Perfect. Well done, Matt Stevens, man. Good on you. That's amazing.
that cunt doesn't age.
Well, I love it because I think, man, I feel like a fight money is just...
It's gambling.
You should just keep it yourself.
Well,
you know?
that's-
You literally put your body on
It's
the
the
line
same
to
as
die.
gambling. Like, you're taking a massive risk
Yeah.
for the reward.
Oh, massive.
Huge.
Yeah, it's for the love. It's for the love.
But
It's for the love.
it's not that much money because when you think about it, you're spending, say, what's your camp, 6 weeks, max 6 weeks, minimum 4.
I would lose a lot of money when I fought. Well, not a lot of money, 'cause my business, but I would stop doing PTs.
which is a massive source of
I
income.
would stop doing PTs because it was just I trained twice a day. I didn't have energy, to mental energy, or it's hard on the body. So I stopped doing that for a month before I fight. So yeah, it's probably lose money from that and fighting. Yeah, so
You got some gun kids as well, like actual children at your gym. I always see you on the pads.
man, our kids are the kids at Strongheart are fucking savages.
Yeah, there's some of them. Some of them, man. You see them hit pads and they're fucking little maniacs.
Yeah, they're starting to beat the adults.
That's fucked.
We've got one kid, Archie, who's he's the best, most successful junior fighter at the gym. He's had 13 fights, 10 wins. 2 losses that he rematched them and beat them. And he won the junior WBC world title.
No shit.
Yeah, so last year. So it was massive achievement.
One thing I regret one thing I wish my parents did when I was younger was put me into a fight sport when I was like 4.
Man, these parents these days that are like, because I'm a dad, I feel like I can really comment on this. The parents are like, nah, don't put him in a fight sport. Like,
No, you have
don't
to. Do you know how
pressure them.
much
It's like,
confidence that fucking builds that kid when he's
100%.
12 years old and he's at school and there's a kid who's never trained a fucking day in his life poking him?
Yeah.
That your kid's gonna fuck him up.
Yeah.
And he probably won't fuck him up until that kid does something stupid because he's smart enough. He'll be smart enough to know that if he does that, he'll get in trouble.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
It's such a
yes.
you don't train kids so they go out and beat the fuck out of people.
No.
You train kids so when it comes down to it, they can handle themselves
That's
and
right.
hurt someone as little as possible.
Yeah, but enough.
And remain unscathed.
Yeah, we're very strict on that with everyone at the gym, but our kids, yeah, they're not allowed to fight outside the gym. Otherwise, we
Sometimes
pull them up on
a kid needs a fucking kick in the head. Like sometimes, like you've got there's horrible fucking kids out there.
Yeah.
There's horrible kids out there.
Yeah.
Like you see some of these videos on like social media and that of kids picking on other kids.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
is some fucking horrible kids out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And you in your head you're like, I wish that happened to the wrong. They did
wrong
it to the
kid,
wrong
yeah.
fucking kid.
Yeah.
Like there was a video the other day on TikTok or something. These Kiwi girls, these like 6 Kiwi girls in New Zealand, beat the ever-loving shit out of these 2 young kids. Like the ever-loving shit. It's so
fucked.
sad to watch.
It's so fucked. Oh,
But fucking,
that makes
yeah,
me mad.
It's crazy.
I
Are you going to get your kid into like other fight sports?
well, look, he'll probably end up owning Strongheart one day.
Yeah.
So he's got to be a fighter.
If he even looks at MMA, fucking.
No, I'll support him in whatever
Because
he wants
jiu-jitsu
to
is
do.
an excellent avenue for kids.
Yeah.
Because it's such a good skill to learn.
Yeah. I'll probably will put him in jiu-jitsu.
M16 has the best jiu-jitsu in Australia, in almost Australia at the moment.
Really?
Yeah, Miles is fucking nailing it.
Yeah, I haven't. I haven't.
And his
been to
kids,
Miles's gym.
his
I need
kids
to go
class,
down there.
he's 15 minutes down the road from here. So you go on South Road, just follow South Road. It's like 10 minutes, 15. It's a small gym,
Yeah.
but the quality in that gym of the fighters is fucking insane.
Yeah.
I don't know, I can't talk for Miles personally, but I think he's kind of transitioned from Muay Thai fighters to strictly almost MMA and Jiu-Jitsu athletes.
Yep.
Just because I think he was fatigued with Thai boxing and stuff. And it's
Well, if that's where his heart has gone to, and that's his passion,
he's very passionate
Yeah.
about Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, I think it's good of him to do that. If that's his passion, that's his love. I think everyone should follow what they love. You know, if that's what it is, then
And it's all combat
Yeah.
sports. It's all at the end of the day, it's all the same community.
yeah.
Like if you follow one combat sport, you shouldn't shit on another.
No.
Because it's just as hard. All of them are going through the same fucking...
Yeah.
All of those fighters, if no one's ever been around fighters, the amount of heartache
Yeah.
and just fucking pain those cunts go through.
Man, I just did 15 years of pain.
I train 2 to 3 I train 2 to 3 times a fucking week.
Yeah.
And
Where do you
I'm
train, by the way?
M16.
You train at M16? Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
But I'll train 2 to 3 times a week, and my body's fucked because I'm fucking. I got a horrible lifestyle at the moment, but my body's fucked. I could not imagine being in there 2 sessions a day, 2 hours a session, and then fucking it'd be horrendous.
It's full on.
You have to put everything else on the back burner.
Everything. Like I said before, the last 15 years of my life, all I focused on was fighting. Like nothing else mattered to me. So if you want to be good, it just has to be like that, because you'll come up against someone who, that's all they're doing. So you have to be.
That's the issue as well. People don't realize how fucking vicious people can be. Like, you get those people that have like road rage incidents and like they're rude to customer service, like they're horrible to people.
Yeah.
I guarantee they've never trained.
Never.
Ever. And the people in town that arc up really hard, you can guarantee they've never ever been to a gym.
They haven't been humbled. Because
there is some people out there that are so fucking terrifying. Like there's at M16, there's the Spacey brothers.
Yeah.
Those cunts are fucking terrifying.
Yes.
Sweethearts.
Yeah.
Sweetheart dudes.
Yeah.
But just watching them, they're fucking.
Yeah, they're
savages.
animals. They're savages. Yeah.
Like just those kind of people, they're everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Yeah.
And you wouldn't know some of them.
Nah, that's why it's you have to, just respect everyone, live and let live. You know what I mean? But you're right. Like if they haven't been humbled and experienced that, they don't know the danger of reality.
It's humiliating being bashed.
Yeah.
If you get absolutely belted, I remember the first time I got fucking belted in a gym. I went in my car and I fucking cried on the drive home. On the drive home, I was like, fuck. No, out of anger, it's like, why did I let that happen?
Yeah.
It's like frustrating. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
But people don't understand how violent some people can be.
Yeah.
Like you don't seem like you're that violent.
I'm a lover, man, to be honest.
But if it came down to it, you could really fucking hurt someone.
Yeah, I don't like to get angry because once I hit that point, it's not good. But that's why my trainers used to laugh because I'm like, you're really nice and loving and everything like that. They're like, and even before the fight, like I'm still laughing and smiling, but they're just like, all right, all we have to do is just push Jordan in the ring, and we know once he's in there, like
he'll be fine.
He's on. Yeah, once I'm backed into a corner, I'm not fucking going down.
It's funny because you're very bubbly and like giggly and stuff. See, when you talk to Matthew Stevens, even though he doesn't seem like he would be a fighter, he looks kind of like he's a psychopath. Like behind his eyes. Shout out to Matthew, I love you, Matthew.
Yeah. Some of those people,
but he's hell smart. He's got like this
he
Dexter thing going on.
Some of those people, like Matt, obviously I know who he is. Like said hi. I don't know him personally. Couldn't tell you anything about him, but. Yeah, some of those people that, they go to the uni and they're doctors and they're really smart. Like Nick is another example. Nick, my student Nick Keros is really smart like that.
I think I follow him on Instagram.
Yeah, they're almost psychopaths.
Because they get obsessed.
With Nick, I'm like, if anyone was a serial killer, it's gonna be Nick.
Yeah.
Like if anyone goes missing, like Nick did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true though, because I remember. So I had this best mate. He's passed away now. He committed fucking suicide.
Sorry to hear.
Nah, he's alright. He was studying to be a psychologist, but he was a fucking freak. He was smart, like crazy smart, and he got into jiu-jitsu. He was performing at he was tapping black belts as a white belt. Because he just got obsessed with it. And it's crazy when those like hell smart dudes get obsessed with instead of getting obsessed with study, they get obsessed with that's when you get like say a John Jones.
Yeah.
When you get like, because he's obviously he's physically gifted as well.
Yeah.
But he'd be a fucking genius, just not in books.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Jones.
That's probably the wrong example.
I was just thinking that's probably the worst example I've ever heard. He's the loosest guy.
He's that is 100% the worst example I'll ever give because he just lives off chaos.
What's that? Who's that nerd in the UFC that he's from the karate background?
GSP.
No, not GSP. Wonderboy Thompson.
Wonderboy is
He's a fucking nerd.
He's a geek.
He's like that. You know what I mean?
He's got beautiful striking.
He's got beautiful striking. Like,
Did you watch his last fight?
Nah.
Against Kevin Holland?
Nah.
Oh, he belted. He put
Did
it.
he?
He's fucking 39 or 40. He's 40.
He's 40.
And he fought Kevin Holland would have to be at least 27, 28. Powerhouse. Beat the fuck out of him.
Good on him.
Like, absolutely mashed him.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Age, like...
He lives a very strict lifestyle, so his body clock's probably only 30.
Yeah. These days, with the right nutrition, you know...
Enough money to upkeep your body as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, all this fucking ice, but all this new technology and this
Yeah.
new systems coming out.
Yeah, you can fight until you're, like, well into your 40s now. Like, I actually physically and mentally feel the best I ever have.
Do they steroid test you in Muay Thai here?
No.
You never wanted to get you on some picograms of some fucking...
Nah, I never, never.
What about now that you're retired?
Nah. If I was like 45 and like my test dropped or something, like I might do a little bit of test or something like that, TRT, just to bring myself back to normal levels. But I feel
say
like
fuck it. Just do it.
Just get jacked.
Just do it.
There's next month. It's just like me at the gym in like a photo. I'm fucking 120
Just
kilos.
do it. Like when Overeem left the UFC, it's phenomenal how much better he looks now. And have you seen, Vitor Belfort?
Yeah.
That cunt looks 26 again.
Fuck.
It's crazy. Can you bring up a picture of Vitor Belfort current day?
What's his name?
Vitor, Vitor.
How's Dana slapping his wife?
That's not ideal. He's fucked.
Hey, it was he got hit first. It was self-defense.
She gave him I don't know. I think the video it looks worse than it is, but he definitely fucking clocked her.
Yeah, and he went for the second one. If it was just like
Did he go for the second one?
Yeah, if it was just he got slapped and then he slapped her, but then he went again for the second one. Like this, yeah, it's wrong. It's so wrong. But
Self-defense.
if it was just like a quick like reaction and he accidentally,
So he went up to finish
but he went
the
for
job.
a second one.
Yeah,
he went to finish the job.
yeah,
He's
ground
like,
and pound.
Yeah, fuck this bitch.
Oh, there's a picture of Vitor Belfort in a sauna, and he looks literally maybe like he's 20. Oh, fuck, he was a unit back in the day. I'm pretty sure that's fucking crazy. No one's ever going to be bigger than Alistair Overeem in his prime, though.
I remember him fighting in K1, I think.
Who, Alistair?
Yeah.
Alistair was K1 Grand Prix champ.
Yeah. That's what, I remember that when I was, that was like 20
That would
years
be
ago.
like 15, 20 easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just finished fighting. Oh, I think he's G'ing up to fight. He was G'ing up to fight Rico Verhoeven. I don't know if it's going to happen. I don't know if it's
I love these guys that just retire, then just like get on the juice.
That's
and
what
then
it
they're
was.
I'm 20 again.
He wanted to leave the UF. That Rico Verhoeven, though, fuck, he's a powerhouse.
Yeah, he's a beast.
It was. Didn't he? When was his last fight? Didn't he fight? He didn't fight Butter Hurry again.
He beat Butter Hurry twice.
But
Yeah.
they were supposed to fight again, but that fight never came about, did it?
I don't know. I don't know if it did, but I've
That
seen
Butter
him beat.
Hurry's bad motherfucker.
He's a bad motherfucker. Yeah.
Did
But,
you watch Israel and Pereira live?
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think
Pereira's just got his measure.
Pereira's got his measure. Pereira, I think, was in his head. I think it was a mental thing.
We were saying it before because we did a live stream podcast of us reacting to it,
Yeah.
and I was
Israel looked very hesitant.
That's what I was
It's a
meaning.
mental
It
thing.
has to play in your mind when someone brutally knocks you out.
Yeah.
Like no matter what you say, you're always surely going to get that flashback.
He knocked him out, and he also beat him another time
But
him twice,
by a
right?
decision, yeah.
by decision.
But apparently, the fight he got knocked out in, Israel was piecing him up. But none of that matters because you got knocked out.
yeah. The end result is the end result.
But he's a powerhouse, that Pereira. He doesn't need to be as technical because he just needs to touch your chin like once and then it's just done. Did you ever see Izzy fight?
I actually fought on the same show as Izzy.
You did? In
Yeah.
knees?
Yeah, it was Knees of Fury 50 at the Theberton Theatre.
Was that the one where he fought Behan? No. Because he fought Steve Behan once.
I think it was Charles August. I think it was Charles August.
And so I'm pretty sure Knees of Fury 50 was Charles August because after... So Bihan fought on that card as well. And apparently Miles... There's a story on my...
Oh, no. Sorry for cutting you off. I had a flashback. Bihan did fight that night. He fought someone else from New Zealand.
And
That was a war.
So Bihan went to go get his money in Glenelg. Israel won the fight against Charles August as well. And there's a clip that Miles was saying about this story. So after they went to Glenelg to get the money off Ethan for Bihan.
Yeah.
And so Bihan's gone in, I think it was at like say the fucking Grand or whatever, to go get his money.
Yeah.
And Miles and that are in the car, no lights on, and Israel doesn't know they're there. But Israel's walking down Glenelg and he's got his belt because I think he won a belt against Charles August.
Yeah.
And he's done like a 360 spin, jumped on a step and opened up his shirt, and he's just got his belt under his shirt, and he did it to his mate. So Miles was saying it's not for show. He's actually just a dickhead like that. Like, he's just a funny bloke.
Yeah. I remember him that night. He was dancing and like, he was...
Could you tell, can you tell when someone's kind of destined for fucking greatness?
Yes. Well, I think, yeah. Like him, for example, when you watch...
Is there an aura? Because people always
an
talk
aura.
of an aura.
There's an aura, I think, like... Yeah, there's something different about them, you know, you can't explain.
They fill a room.
They're original.
They fill the room, like they're in the room. They become the whole room. Everyone's eyes are on them.
Yeah. I remember that night, Israel. I'm getting flashbacks now. That was such a long time ago.
It would have been 15 years ago.
Nah.
10 years ago.
I fought on that card, and I would have been maybe 23.
So about 7 years ago.
Yeah. And I remember after the break, so the bell went, Israel didn't go back to his corner. He stood in the middle of the ring.
Like a G.
Do you remember that? He didn't go back to his corner to have a break. He just stood in the ring staring at his opponent. And the opponent was on the chair, just like all fucked up, getting like his water. Israel's standing in the middle of the ring, just like death staring him. And
that would be
straight back on.
like fucking demoralizing.
Yeah.
To go to your corner, you're fucking done, and then you just look up and he's just not even a breath, just going for it.
Yeah, I can't remember who he fought. If it was,
it would have been Charles August. If it was that night, it would have been Charles August
or Kim Loudon. He fought Kim Loudon.
Was it for a belt? Do you remember?
No, I can't remember.
Because
But I remember that. I remember him standing in the middle of the ring.
If Bihan was on the card as well, I'm almost certain it would have been Charles August. But fucking, it's crazy because you get these dudes, and Knees of Fury is a high level. When you're fighting like Israel and like the Bihans and the Simpsons and you, like back then, you're fighting at a really fucking high level.
Yeah.
And to think that there's dudes out there like Israel who that would be like fighting an amateur. Like if Israel probably could have done whatever he wanted to Charles August that night. But Charles August was a gun. Like it's crazy the levels that there are in fight sports.
Yeah.
Like yous are all at in South Australia or Australia, we're at a really high level, but then there's like 6 other fucking steps above that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
And it's never ending.
It's never ending. You always have to be on top of your game. There's always the next guy coming up, training hard, hungry, experienced.
Australia's really good with fucking Muay Thai and kickboxing though. We got fucking weapons down here.
We're very good at Muay Thai now.
And what the other ones would be like, maybe the Dutch have really fucking high level kickboxers and stuff too. But they're more kickboxers, they're not really Muay Thai fighters.
Yeah, kickboxing, yeah.
That's just a more boring form of Muay Thai. You're not allowed to clinch. No, one knee in the clinch.
It's
no knees, no elbows.
No knees, no elbows, no clinching. The scoring's different.
Is that K1 rules?
Yeah, you can't catch kicks either.
Why? So you just got to let them kick you?
You can check.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you can't catch.
You can't catch, sweep.
What a dumb rule.
I don't know. Just.
Did you do many K1 type rule sets?
Zero. All of my fights are Muay Thai.
Straight Muay Thai.
I always trained Muay Thai from when I was 5, and I always fought Muay Thai.
Will your fight promotion be pure Muay Thai?
100% Muay Thai. If you're not fighting with elbows, you're not on this show. 100%.
That's one thing about knees that always fucking confuse me because I never used to read the spreadsheet. You need the spreadsheet to know what's going on because every fight's a different fucking rule set.
Yeah. Ethan, it's because there's a couple of gyms in South Australia that, like, I don't give a shit. Like, people do what they want to do. Like, it's not my place to say what people do. But yeah, there's some gyms that they don't want to fight full Thai rules. There's some gyms that do.
But if you're training Muay Thai, wouldn't you just want to fight full Thai?
Some gyms don't.
So your show,
Dude,
obviously,
I've been saying this to people for years.
So your show obviously won't be for. Are you going to do amateur fights as well?
Yeah, we'll do amateurs
with pads.
So they'll have padded elbow pads, headgear, shin pads, and then the pros would just be no pads. But yeah, Ethan, he caters to all the gyms to bring everyone in. So in like K1 gym, and then there's a Thai gym, and then when he'll match them, it'll just be a mod Thai, which isn't a sport. And then they'll try and make it work. If you fight anyone from Strongheart, it's full Thai rules, or we don't fight.
I can't remember where it was. I'm fairly sure it was when my mate Josh fought last, and it was at the last show they did at Theberton Theatre years ago.
Was that same night when Izzy fought?
No.
When I fought? No.
No, so they did, I can't remember who fucking Josh fought, but I swear he got knocked out on his feet on the ropes, but then he came to straight away and they fought to a draw. It was it was a sick show. I think it was that night, but there was two girls. I think it was two girls. I can't remember now. But they started fighting, and during the fight, I was like, why aren't they throwing kicks? So right before the fight, they changed it to no kicks. So it was just a boxing fight. It was so confusing.
I'm leaving.
It was so confusing. It was at Knees of Fury as well.
God.
It was so confusing because they weren't throwing kicks, and I was like, why don't you just fucking kick? But yeah, I think the fight crumbled, so they put a fight together quickly. But one of the people was like, yeah, but we'll do it with no kicks. I don't know why the fuck you do a modded Muay Thai rule like set with no kicks.
Yeah.
It's just strange. So yours is 100% Thai.
Our show is 100% Muay Thai.
Do you fuck with the Ramoy?
Yes.
You do?
For the professional fighters.
You reckon it has to be done?
Doesn't have to be done.
Doesn't?
Nah, optional. We never force anything on anyone. If you want to do it, you can though.
How long's yours?
If I do the full...
Because there's some fucking cunts that take the piss with the
Ramoy. There was one fight on Knees of Fury. I took the absolute fucking piss. I was like, fuck it, who cares?
You did the full thing.
I did the full way crew, and I added a couple of other things in there. It was probably 10 minutes.
For anyone who doesn't know what the fucking Ramoy is, it's like a traditional, what is it?
It's
a traditional dance that Muay Thai fighters do. Is it like a blessing?
Yes.
To bless the ring and all that?
So all of the movements is done by three. So if you watch it, all of the movements are with three of the same movement. So that's to show respect for your...
Some cunts do take the piss though.
I took the absolute piss on it. I fucking love it.
They will actually take 10 minutes, and you can see the other person in the corner if they don't really fuck with the Ramoy. They're just getting so annoyed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's part of the reason I did it too. It's mind games, you know? And it's a good stretch, good warm-up. I feel the ring, feel the energy of the crowd. You know what I mean? Like... It's I love doing it.
Has there been, because there's not much shit talking in Muay Thai compared to MMA, like you're all pretty respectful with each other, like fighters. Yes. Has there ever been a time where you fucking hated the cunt you're fighting?
Yes, once.
Really? Did you win?
Yeah, I split him open 3 times.
Nice.
Yeah.
Why'd you hate him? Can you say his name?
I won't say his name, but he'll know who he is. There was one time I was matched to fight this guy, and the fight fell through. I pulled out of the fight. I couldn't do it, and I'm not someone to pull out of fights. I couldn't do the fight. I pulled out of the fight. Then he went on Facebook and did this big rant where Jordan's a pussy, put out of this fight, blah blah. He's like, yeah. Anyway, a couple of years later, we ended up getting matched again. So I obviously gladly took the fight. And in my mind, I was like, you're gonna pay for this.
Is that easier to fight someone? Is it easier for you to gear up? Or is it more motivating? Obviously.
Man, to be honest, fighting is no problem for me. Like I
once
can,
you switch on, it's
once
done.
I know how to just switch my mind, like at any time. It's and I don't know. It's just from doing it from so many years. Like I can just switch on whenever I want. So anger, actually, it isn't good because when I fight, I like to
flow.
I'm a flow fighter. Like be relaxed, technical, watch, pick my shots, breathe. But yeah, for that particular fight, I was like, I'm gonna throw a few extra elbows on you. Yeah, and I did. So he remembered me every day from his scars on his head.
That's good.
Yeah.
You need at least one rivalry, don't you?
Yeah. So yeah, that was a good one.
So what else? What this podcast? Do you another one?
Yeah, why not?
There's a question on this podcast. It's perfect for you. I love asking fighters this because you give a realistic assessment because you actually know how to fight. So, how many year sixes do you reckon you could beat the fuck out of before they overwhelmed you?
You sixes?
Yeah. They're what? They're 11, 12 years. Actually, oh my God, Jack, can you please fucking Google how big a year six is? Because
some of them are big now.
No.
Man.
I'll tell you the logistics of it once we figure this out.
How old are you in year 6?
Year six, just year six is. How old are you? 11.
I can't remember.
Average child height, or you can go into month by month.
Month by month.
Year 6, I think, is 11, yeah.
Yeah, but we'll say 11.
4 foot,
4'8".
yeah.
How many kilo?
You can smash him.
40. We'd say 35 kilo.
What rules?
No, there's no rules. So you're so they're coming at you in waves of like 4 or 5. Every minute another wave comes in. So if you clean them out in fucking 30 seconds, you get 30-second rest. I'll let you pick your terrain.
All right, I'd reckon I'd base myself uphill, so they'd have to run uphill to me.
So they're a bit fatigued.
Yeah, so they're coming uphill to me. I'm just
said
waiting
that.
at the top with a bat.
You don't get a weapon.
No weapon? All right.
You can get a weapon every 10 rounds, but it will break. But every like 5 rounds there is like a Maori kid.
So it's like a 20-year-old every 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Yeah, I'd stand uphill, make sure it's raining, they run up. I'd probably just push kick them all down.
Teeps are the go.
I'd go teep, I reckon. I'd just like
even legs. If you look at like a kid's legs, they're just prime for a kick. You clean them out.
Yeah.
We're actually I'm trying to get in talks with like some sort of local footy club or something to let me get at their fucking under 12s.
Yeah.
Just to let me fuck them up. But we're having difficulties doing that at the moment.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, kids, yeah.
So how many do you reckon you'd get through before you got just overwhelmed? Because you'd have great cardio.
I reckon I could go 50. I'll
You
go
reckon
50. I reckon if they're running uphill, by the time they get like tired to me, I just like push kick them down. Yeah.
Easy 50?
I reckon I'd go 50. I'd go.
How's your cardio? Are you a cardio fighter?
Yeah, don't really get tired. Yeah.
Yeah. And what was professional Muay Thai's 3 minutes or?
3.
Do you get a minute rest in between rounds?
So if you do 3 threes, it's 1 minute rest. If
That's
you do
fucking crazy.
Yeah, if you do 5 threes, it's 2 minute rest.
What?
Unless you fight in Western Sydney like I did, and the promoter gives you a 1 minute rest.
1 minute's a lot.
A lot, is that?
Do you reckon? Or 2 minutes? 2 minutes.
2 minutes is a lot.
That's too much. You get cold.
Yeah, 2 minutes. Yeah, I actually do. Yeah.
I mean, Cameron's just died.
Really?
Yeah, that one has.
This one's on.
Jordan's.
If I want at any time, I can leave. So
That's excellent. Yeah. And do you have you taken like an actual holiday since you've been retired?
no, because like last year I went to Thailand for 5 weeks. I went to Sydney for 2 weeks. I went to Sydney another 2 weeks. So yeah, having when we have heavy fight preps, I make sure I'm in the gym I have to be there in the gym for those heavy fight preps. The fighters need me there. But when there's not a heavy fight prep, I have I hire Sack McCall. He works there full time. So if I want to take a day off or a week off or whatever, I can.
Yeah.
So that's how.
And you were just up in Sydney hanging out with like your grandma and all that.
Yeah, I went to Sydney for a week and then I went up to Canberra for 4 days.
That story that you put up of her, fuck, I was in tears. I was in absolute tears.
Yeah, my nan is
She's nan.
She is nan. Like I was actually thinking, I had so many messages you need to get her on a podcast or like.
Dude.
I was thinking of starting like a fucking
100%. If she
TikTok or
ever
something.
comes down here, I'll go comb with her.
Really? Man, I'll fucking bet on that. I bet.
She beat me. I know she would.
Yeah.
So what was it? Like it was Christmas, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you gave her a bag for Christmas.
No, we're sitting down chilling, and she's like, Jordan, like have some weed, have a bong. I'm like, nah, I don't smoke, And she's like, oh, she's
disappointed.
She's disappointed. I'm like, I can't believe this is my dad.
She's a fucking Muay Thai world champion, and she's disappointed because
I know. And then she finishes. She's like, all right, I'm off now. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, where are you going, Nan? It's like 10 p.m. at night, And she's like, I'm just going to get a 20 bag. I was like, all right, I'll shout you the 20 bag.
Is that your nan on your mum's side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mum's mum.
So that mum family, like, they're all a bit loose.
Loose as fuck.
Do you have cousins and stuff that you know of?
Yes. Yeah. They're younger than me. My uncle has 2 kids, a girl and a boy. One's in Melbourne, one's in Gold Coast. Yeah.
I fucking love it up there.
Gold Coast is cool.
Love it. Have you ever been to Braintree when you're over there?
No, I haven't actually. Haven't done Boon Chu.
Apparently, John just takes class, like he trains classes, just like every class.
Yeah, wow.
I thought you'd go there and like you had to book into like a special class to get in with him, but like Josh Braithwaite went up a year or 2 ago and he just booked in a normal class and John Lane was teaching.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I think Jazzy takes a lot of the classes.
Yeah.
Do you have a female fighter?
No.
No?
No, Strongheart is a sausage fest.
Really?
Yeah, it's a mad sausage fest. We had one female fighter, Renee, but she moved to Spain. But man, Strongheart it's a boys club.
No way.
Yeah.
Probably fucking intimidating now. It's
Our-
gotten to a point where it's probably too intimidating.
Our gym it's a serious gym. Like it's not.
It's not a fitness gym.
It's not a fitness gym. We're very welcoming, very friendly. But it's if you want to take it serious, you come to our gym. And I think the other thing is I don't know, because I'm a guy. I feel like I just attract guys relate to me and fighting and stuff. So they come to the gym. We have all guys. There's other gyms that have a lot of girls. But I don't know, they might have a female trainer or the girls relate to the female trainer. I don't know. We do have girls at the gym, but it's probably, I reckon 95% of our members, or maybe 90 is males.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but
I've seen some savage female fighters.
I'll say this right now on the podcast. If there's a female in South Australia that wants to be a champion, message me. I'll train you for free, but you have to be able to train 6 days a week. No excuses. I'll train you to be a champion.
There you go. I'll make that into a clip.
Yeah,
But
because
you need there is some fucking savages out there, but they're just in the wrong sport.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I think a lot of girls
like netball or CrossFit
or even soccer or
Yeah.
there's so many athletic, just explosive, talented girls, but they push towards other sports rather than combat sports.
Yeah,
But there's more opportunity, especially as a female. If you market yourself right,
yeah,
you can say you're a gun in Muay Thai. You'll be in 1FC in fucking 3 years.
yeah. Well, the girls female fighting it's massive now.
It's huge.
It's massive. It's really good to see, and Yeah, I would love to have more female fighters, but we just don't. I don't
There's
know.
fucking maniacs like Valentina Shevchenko. She's probably one of the best fighters pound for pound, regardless of gender, in the world. And like, there's that Joanna Jędrzejczyk. She used to be a gun Muay Thai fighter over there.
Yes, yeah. There's so many good female fighters.
Yeah, heaps.
Especially like a lot of them are they're very like they don't hurt each other as much. Like
They're a bit smarter than boys. It's a bit less like brutal.
yeah. Well, it depends. But there are some females that are really nice to watch. It's just like the technique's amazing.
What about
Some that I watch, if they have bad technique and they can't hit hard, I can't watch it. But the ones that have
there's a couple of them.
nice style, it's they're nice.
The thing with the boys sport, like and it might sound sexist, but the thing with the boys sports is even if it's lacking technique, boys still kind of naturally can carry around power.
Yeah.
And with power comes a freak knockout.
Yeah.
But when it's girls and they don't have power or technique, it's kind of like watching.
I don't even watch it.
Yeah, it can be kind of cringy to watch.
Right.
What about Australia's first trans champion, Strongheart Muay Thai?
Fuck that. I don't give a fuck. Nah. I'm not into that pronouns and
You're not into
he,
it?
she. Nah, fuck that. No, I don't know.
It's fucking. It's
not
a
my thing.
hole. It's a hole you can dive into.
It's not my thing. Yeah, I don't even want to. I believe you're born a man or born a woman and that's it.
There's a lot of.
If you have time to have pronouns and to be confused of what gender you are, like who has time? I'm so busy. Like, that would never even cross my mind. I'm flat out with my life, but I struggle to get a couple of hours to myself. Who gives a fuck what gender you are?
I've never heard anyone put it like that, and that's fucking hilarious. It's so true. If you have time to worry about what pronoun you are, you are way too
Get a
much
fucking
time.
job or fucking
Start a podcast.
bro, do something. Fucking hell. Because obviously I have a son. Man, if anyone tried to put that in his mind, it would be a big mistake. My son, it's worrying, for the next generation, for sure.
It's confusing for them all too, because it's not their fault, because they're getting this shit just pushed at them so hard.
Yeah.
Even if they didn't want to be a part of it, they have to be.
Well, I'll make sure that my son isn't.
Homeschool.
Nah.
After homeschooling, straight to Strong Heart.
Yeah, fuck yeah. We raise men. Man, fuck.
Do you find yourself, so your son's 3, were you catering and thinking about retiring before he was born?
No.
Did that change you? Subconsciously, maybe?
For fighting?
Yeah.
When he was really young, when he was a baby, no. But the last year and a half now, he's moving around and he's very active and.
Did he get to see you fight?
No.
He wouldn't remember it anyway, but
No, I think he watched me fight on TV a couple of times.
that'd be cool.
But I don't know if he knows
You got a fucking heap of fight on YouTube. You could look at most of your catalogue of fights. That's so cool that your son,
Yeah.
in a couple of years when he understands,
Yeah.
he's going to be able to type your name in on YouTube and there's just going to be this whole catalogue, and it's almost like a history book.
Yeah. I've got more I should put up there. Yeah, that'll be really cool. When he gets older, he can understand. And, but I'll definitely. He can do whatever he wants to do, but I'll make he has to have at least 2 fights.
That'll be fucking the most nerve-wracking. That will have to be the most nerve-wracking thing of your life, cornering your own child.
Yeah.
Because you just want, if he was losing, you would just want to jump in there. You know what I mean?
Nah, I'd be learn your
Belt
lesson.
him.
Nah, I'd be learn your lesson because he. I think it's good because
Leonardo's his name.
Leonardo, yeah, we call him Leo.
Leo.
But his name's Leonardo. When he's in trouble,
Good
Leonardo.
fighter name too.
Leonardo.
It's such a good little fighter name.
It means heart of a lion.
Leonardo Fielding.
Leonardo Fielding is his name.
You can see that in life one day.
Yeah, 100%.
Now you can live vicariously through your son as well.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Well, I think I had a hard life, fucking hard life.
That probably attributed to your success though. You
Yes.
probably wouldn't have been as successful if you had a cushy life.
No. And
Does that worry you for your son?
yeah, that's where I'm going. Yeah, so my son, he's not going to go through what I went through, which is amazing. But at the same time, if everything's easy, right, it raises soft men to end up fucking using pronouns, right? So I'll make him. He'll have a good life, but I'll make sure he's training and he's suffering in the sense of, he's training hard, he's sacrificing things, he knows how to work hard. When you fight, you can really find out who you are deep down. If everything's easy in life and you just go through, that's why there's so many
You don't know
weird people that use pronouns and stuff.
It's the thing, like when someone's pushing you, you're gonna crumble, or you're gonna take a step forward and just. That's the thing.
Yeah, and it's not that I want.
And it's an attitude to have. It may just sound like it's in fighting, but that's everything in life. You'll be successful in anything in life with that mentality.
Yeah, and that's the point of it. It's not. I'm not gonna make him have a fight or two to be a fighter. If he does one or two and he wants to continue, great. If he doesn't, no problem. But I want him to do it to be pushed to overcome that, and then that will translate into the rest of his life.
Yeah, because if a fighter like you with your gym, if you now take the same mentality you were taking towards your fights and put the exact same energy towards your gym's going to explode.
Yeah.
Because it's there's no one's work ethic's like a professional fighter.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is.
Well, my gym's already doing so well. I have a lot of champions and everything's, and I did the whole thing while doing a full
Strongheart. I'm not up to date with the Muay Thai scene at the moment, but like we talked before, when you were on that tear, your whole gym was on a tear.
Yeah.
It was just fucking killing it.
Yeah.
And that probably helped heaps for your success now, because you went on a fucking huge tear.
Yeah. Well, I started, when I had the gym, I was like, all right, I'm the head of the gym. Everyone, I represent, the gym. So when I went in the ring, I was like, just like a savage, I had to be.
And you always had fucking 50, 60 people in the crowd, just
at least,
you know what I mean? But you're the face of the gym.
Yeah.
Which makes it even better that you're still an active fighter.
Yeah. And the gym's done well, and now I've stopped fighting. That energy will go into more training people and the more the business side of things, just keeping things more organized. And, the new fight promotion and stuff like that. So
yeah, it's gonna be good. So 2023 is gonna be a fucking massive year for you.
yes, we'll be doing promotions. Yeah, in this year. So
October.
we're looking at October. Yeah.
Do you have a venue in mind?
We have a venue already.
You do. Lined up.
We have a venue.
You can tell me off camera.
I'll tell you off camera.
Yeah, no shit. Big? Or you probably can't say.
Yeah, it's a very good venue.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Fuck, there's some good venues in Adelaide. Do you know where I went the other day? I went to the tennis.
Oh yeah.
I got corporate box seats courtside to the Adelaide Open thing they're doing.
Yeah.
And I was looking around and I was like, this is the best fight show arena potential. It's killer. The one next to Adelaide Oval.
Oh yes, yeah.
It's next to Adelaide Oval, and they built this tennis stadium. It's covered. It's outdoors, but it's covered. The top's completely covered.
Mad. And
it's set up perfectly. I think there might, by the looks of it, they're probably 2,000 seats, maybe. And it has 3 grandstands, and it's just fucking perfect for fights. Because fight shows, I think, if you get too big a stadium, it's a bit shit.
Yeah, if it's too big and it's no. You want that energy.
It has to be perfect.
You'd rather have it a bit smaller but fucking packed,
Yeah,
the energy.
And the seats in the tennis are like this, because everyone has to look down, so they're heaps vertical, so everyone would be able to see into the ring or the cage.
Yeah.
But I'm going to UFC Perth.
Oh yes.
In February.
What's the deal with Khabib? He's not coaching now, is he?
He's done.
He's done. What happened there?
He just wants to. He doesn't want MMA. He's done.
He's done.
He's done his dash, and I think he's just done with it. But I think maybe he wants to family. He's at an age where he's a devout fucking Muslim, so I reckon he'd obviously want kids, maybe start his lineage. But
yeah, fair enough.
It's a massive hit to his team.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
I hope it's over now and he's not cornering Islam when he fights Volkanovski. I hope he's not cornering him, because that's such a fucking blow to his corner.
That's such a who cornering? Who's the team?
Well, so it's American top team.
Right.
So it's Javier Mendez.
AKA.
AKA. It's Javier Mendez.
Yeah.
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 But they're still a phenomenal team, but just having Khabib in your corner, obviously, I think he seems like his older brother to all of them. And he's just so good. He's so good at making decisions.
Yeah. It would definitely be a hit. Like, that connection with your trainer when you fight is everything. You know, you could have 100 trainers that are all good.
Have you had the same trainer for most of your career?
I had my first trainer for 8 years. He was in my corner, and then when I moved to Adelaide, I have David Wang at my gym, who's been at every single one of my fights, and on top of that, I had the ties as well. So yeah, but I always had Dave in my corner.
Ties would corner and train way Obviously, it all stems from Thailand.
Yeah. It's there. Yeah, there's a lot of different things they do. Like even when I go back to the corner, you know, they'll do like they'll put ice on my head and like rub my head and like give me it's like what's it called? It smells like deep heat. Like put it up your nose like to make you breathe.
Oh yeah.
They sit you down, do like a full massage and everything. Like yeah. Whereas the Western trainers is more just like sit, have some water, give you some advice.
Even just holding pads, you see, I don't remember his name. There's one guy he's famous in Thailand. He's a bit chubbier, chunky boy, and he's a weapon at holding pads.
Trainer Gay, I think you're talking about.
And he screams at you, screams, and if you fuck up slightly, you sweep your legs out.
Yeah.
But he looks like that pad session, just knowing what a normal pad session is like with Muay Thai, add 150% humidity and 40-degree weather, and that's probably the 6th round.
Yeah.
Like, that makes me want to vomit just watching it. Because they don't stop.
Yeah. It's hard work.
It is.
Yeah.
But we'll leave it there. Do you have anything else for 2023 coming up that you want to...
What have we got coming up? New fight promotion.
Any of you young lads fighting soon?
Next week.
This will be out on Friday. Next Friday. This Friday coming. Oh
yes. I'll be going to the Gold Coast tomorrow. If I'm speaking from the future.
So you... yeah, if you're speaking from
If
the
I'm
future.
speaking from the future, I'll be in the Gold Coast tomorrow. I have 2 kids fighting, Case and Boston. Shout out to the brothers. Week after I'm in Canberra. Adelaide for a weekend. Then I'm in Melbourne for hardcore. We've got Tavita fighting. In Adelaide. In 1774. I'm everywhere. I've got fighters everywhere. Adelaide, Melbourne, Sydney, Melbourne, Perth. Everything.
Loving it.
Yeah.
And then we've got the fight promotion coming up
Fight
in
promotion.
October.
Yeah, we're looking at October. We're looking between September and November, but I feel like it will be October. So yeah, new promotion, WBC sanctioned.
Your OnlyFans will be starting up
My
soon.
OnlyFans. I can't do it now. OnlyFans.
But we got that. We got
Just look at my Instagram stories.
Bash Up 50 Kids.
Bash up 50 kids.
Good.
New gym. New
gym.
Strongheart location.
Which is you're currently looking, but that'll be hopefully when will that come to fruition?
It has to be by August. So we're looking around Hindmarsh, Theberton, around the Brickworks, around there. So yeah, if you're in West Adelaide,
That's a fucking good location.
that's where
That's so central.
we're in a good location, Hindmarsh. So we have a lot of students from West is our main clientele, people from West, but we have heaps from North, a few from South and East as well, because we're like in the
It's a
highways.
good
You can just
location.
drive to our gym from anywhere.
Yeah. It's
So
only fucking 20 minutes from here.
yeah, it's not that far.
That's good.
Yeah.
And yeah, so if you mention the Sesh with Sav, Jordan will give you a week training for free.
100%.
And he's looking for a female champion.
Yes, female champion.
Boom. Trained for free by Jordan Fielding. That's not
Trained
fucking
for free.
bad. I might change my pronoun.
I train. I have already two kid champions, like 5 adult champions, but they're all male. So I'd love to have a female champion.
Yeah, it'd be a different training process as well. I think it would be.
Yeah,
It'd be like a new challenge.
it'll be something new for me to do. I'll be excited to do it.
Easy,
Sure.
man. Well, thanks heaps for coming on.
Thanks,
You're
brother.
a fucking gentleman. Easy. Puss.